Hello again, MCW fans. Phil Gordon here, and I'm wishing you a very happy 2021. We are off to a very strange and bizarre start to the year so far. And if, in case you're wondering about my look and my wardrobe, we unfortunately in this region of Ontario are back in lockdown for quite some time. So I'm just kind of letting myself go, and I haven't had my hair cut in a dog's age, but I still think I look better than Martin. So I mean, don't tell him I said that though. He may get a little upset. But the reason I am here, obviously, for the next episode of the MCW Studio Series, exclusively only on Patreon. Website will be in the show notes on YouTube for you. But what a better way to kick off 2021 in this edition of the MCW Studio Series with the second round semifinals of the MCW Tag Team Contenders Tournament. The two winners will go on and compete for the MCW Tag Team Championships at the next available MCW show date. Still anybody's guess when and where that is going to be, but stay tuned, and as long as the public health measures roll along, we will update you here at Magnificent Championship Wrestling as fast as we can. But let's get down to business right now. We don't need to do a tale of the tape as it was done in round one, but what I'd like to do is give Gordon's 3 keys to victory for these teams in round two. So let's start it off with the high-flying duo of Airstrike, Matt Forte and Tyler Arrow. Number one to win this match, and they are facing Raunchy Nuts, by the way, in this round. First key to victory, they will need their quickness. They fly, they move fast. They're going to have to continue to move fast and find the stamina to keep up that speed throughout this match to execute their aerial offense and their high-risk maneuvers, as those moves, if they're done properly, can really throw their opponents off balance, which ties into key number 2, element of surprise. Not only does that tie into the high-risk offense, but that also goes into making quick tags, unexpected counter reversals, unexpected double team moves, whatever that may be. They need the element of surprise, and I kind of gave away number 3 here too early, but double team moves. These guys have more innovative double team moves than probably anyone in Magnificent Championship Wrestling, and they're going to have to use them to perfection to beat the veterans, who are their opponents, Raunchy Nuts. Key number 1 for them and their path to victory is, I wrote down arrogance and head games. Let's face it, these guys, they are very, very confident in their abilities, and they'll say and do things kind of, dare I say, gross out their opponents once in a while just to get into their heads. They're going to have to do that to get a mental edge over Airstrike. Number 2, frequent tags. How do you compete with speed? Well, they may not be able to pull off all the high-risk, speed-driven offensive Airstrike, but if they make frequent tags in and out and keep one fresh man in there, I think they could keep up with them and potentially lead that on a path to victory. And number 3, Raunchy Nuts, if they want to win this match, they can take it to the mat, do more chain wrestling, more technical wrestling, keep Airstrike grounded. Now, I know Airstrike can wrestle with the best of them, but I would give Raunchy Nuts a slight advantage in the mat-based technical area in order for them to win this match. And of course, the other semifinal match. This is a real hot one. It looks great on paper, as we have the Lost Boys against Swole Patrol, who are still undefeated in MCW. And the first key to Swole Patrol's victory is keep the swagger strong. Like I said, they haven't lost, they have been dominant, and they know it. If they can keep that confidence and that machismo alive, then there's a chance they just might steamroll through the Lost Boys. And how else can they do that? In number 2, stick to the power game. It's no secret, Atlantis and Rodrigo are jacked and uber megalomaniacs, however that goes. I may have gotten it wrong, but you get the idea. 2 muscular powerhouses who don't deviate much from that strategy, and why not? It's been working wonders for them, so they're going to have to keep that alive. And I hate to bring up number 3, but here it is. The third key to victory is their manager, the elephant in the room himself, Too Magnificent Nicky Martin. I don't think I need to describe that any further. He has been a crucial point of interference in almost every single one of their matches, and you know he will try to be a factor verbally or physically in this matchup. For the Lost Boys, key number 1, Doc and Wade have to match strength, not power. What do I mean by that? Well, they're not going to be able to win a test of strength or, get one of them to submit to a bear hug. But what they can do is when they go for their clotheslines and their power slams and their shoulder blocks and their leg drops, they just have to hit that much harder with that much more strength instead of going pound for pound with power against Swole. Number 2, get technical. In the first round, we saw Wade and Doc do some moves that I, for one, had never seen them do before, and it really helped them gain an edge over their opponents in order to win this one. If they can take it to the mat while mixing it up with their power brawling style, they may be able to get Swole Patrol off their game and maybe perform an upset. And number 3, this goes back to the old adage, if you can't beat them, join them. I have bend the rules, don't break them. It's no doubt with the Swole Patrol, Nicky Martin's going to get involved. The Swole Patrol are going to try and cheat to win. They do anything to win. The Lost Boys are going to have to go down to that level. They're going to have to stoop to that level a little bit, but not too much to the point of carelessness and the risk of disqualification. But sometimes to win dirty, you got to fight dirty. And I think the Lost Boys have to do that in order to have a chance of advancing to the MCW Tag Team Tournament Finals. I'm fired up. I'm excited. Nicky Martin will be in the booth with me in the Airstrike Raunchy Nuts match, and then I'm obviously flying solo when he takes the Swole Patrol, to take on the Lost Boys. So here we go. Time to start that car up and roll on down the highway to the MCW Studio Series. And don't forget to subscribe on Patreon. More exclusive content coming in the engaging weeks. This is Phil Gordon for the MCW Update Center.